How's it going, everyone? Mask here, back with another Black Desert mobile video. Now today we're talking about a part of the game that way too many people do not take seriously enough, and that is your horse. Your horse you can gain a lot from your horse. It has some great substats, some great storage. Actually, if I call my horse here, you can see how much I can actually fit in it inventory wise. If your inventory's full and you're out farming, you can always open up your horse inventory, load a ton of things on it. Mine has 3,100 weight, essentially giving me a 50% increase to my current maximum weight. That's very impressive. Now to start off with, we're gonna head over to the livestock vendor in any town. I'm in Velia right now. If you go map, list, find the vendor that has the cow head, it looks like, beside him. It's gonna auto path you there, and we're gonna buy some horse taming ropes. We're gonna start off with taming a horse, but we are going to progress this video into me showing you how to make the absolute best in slot tier 5 horse and what it takes at the very end. But it all starts off with taming horses. So you'll need a horse taming rope. Oop, I'm kind of behind, I'm in the way here. but you can see horse taming rope, and actually there's raw sugar underneath it. Now what the horse taming rope does is allows you to initiate the taming process for your horse, and once you initiate the taming process, you can feed it raw sugar to increase your odds of successfully taming the horse. Now I'll buy a few just to show you how they work, but I actually don't use raw sugars ever, and I'll explain that more when we actually get to the taming. Before we do that, we're going to jump into our camp real quick and actually look at the horse stable. So before you even get a horse, before any of that starts, you need to build the stable in your camp. Now I'm not 100% I don't remember exactly which town hall level you unlock the stable at, but it is quite early in the game, so there's a good chance you're already there. Now in the stable we have it'll show you all the horses you currently have and your maximum capacity. I can have up to 10 horses. That increases as you level up your stable. When you level up a horse to max level, you can then go to breed. I only have one at max level right now, so unfortunately I can't combine them. But if I had this level 5 tier 1 at level 10 as well, I would be able to combine them in breeding. And unlike pet combines, horse breeding combines are a guaranteed success. So 2 tier 1s will always get you a tier 2, so on and so forth. It's always a guaranteed success. But I only have 3 out of my 10 horses right now. Let's go ahead and fill up or tame a few horses and just see how that process works. So one of my favorite places to do this is to head to Kazarka's Shrine. Now here we are at Kazarka's Shrine. Now a really cool thing with the horse spawns, is one of my favorite places, they're reasonably close together, is if you expand your map, you can click on the horse spawns and your character will auto path to them. And here we are, first spawn work. There will always be one horse spawned on any given map. When you successfully capture or scare away a horse, another one will spawn at one of the other 3 points. So you can constantly just keep rotating between the points, and you'll always be able to continue trying to tame horses. Now I'm going to show you the biggest mistake that everyone makes when they start taming a horse. So you're going to click on tame horse, and then your character is going to start swinging around a lasso, waiting to make the catch. What you don't want to do is be within the horse's body length of it. Even if I'm here behind, I'll show you what happens. When I lasso it, the horse is going to rear up, and you can't move until it goes down. Now, I was actually lucky enough that I was just out of the range there, but I will show you next time what happens when you are too close. Essentially, you fail it, but we'll see. Now, once you get to this point here, you have the option. Right now, I have a 40/80% chance to catch the horse. Never fully understood the numbers, but whatever. If I feed it sugar, used raw sugar, now it's 50 out of 80. Feed sugar, 60 out of 80. Oh, I see. Out of, my bad. It's a 40% chance, and what it means by out of 80 is we can scale it up to 80. As I said, I never feed my horses sugar when I'm taming them, and this is why. Quick math. The horse taming rope gets you that initial 40%. This is a tier 2 horse. You can tell because it was 40 out of 80. Tier 3 or tier 1 horses are 50 out of 90. Now, your original horse taming rope cost you 7,500 silver and gave you a 40% or a 50% chance. And then you feed it sugar, which are worth 10,000 silver each, and only increase your chance by 10%. On a pure odds to silver ratio here, 7,500 for 40% or 50%, or 10,000 for a 10% increase. I just buy myself 20 horse taming ropes and just spam them all until I catch a bunch of horses. And the big reason for that is how often this still fails, even at 80%. Now, this game here, you basically have to click up and down on your directional pad, move up and down to keep your circle within the green area. You can fail if when the countdown timer ends, you're not in the green, or if you can see that red bar on the red side that was going down, you only have a maximum amount of time you're allowed to spend outside of the green zone as well. So 2 ways you can fail a horse taming. Now, we actually successfully tamed that tier 2 horse, so it did not prove my point on why I don't use sugar, but still, that cost me 7,500 silver for the original attempt, and I think I used 4 sugar. So it was almost a 50,000 silver attempt, and I failed so many of them when they've been at that max rating that I just do not like doing it anymore. Now, I'll show you the problem. Often you run up to the horse, you're not even thinking about it, you just hit it with the lasso right away. I can't move, I'm spamming, I can't move, and you get hit by the horse rearing up and down, and just like that, you've wasted your 7,500 silver, and you failed the taming. So you really have to watch out for that. We'll just keep auto-pathing to the next horse spot, though. Makes it really easy. Your character will either run, or they will... Actually, I think if I'm on a witch, and I have a skill set out, that has the movement speed buff, they might use it. But we got lucky again. I've only had to check one place each time. It seems to just be rotating. So this time, you come in close. Before you throw the lasso, you want to back up, get away from the horse, then throw it. So you're very, very safe from the rearing up and down. And also watch, because the horse will do that again, and you can't get hit by it or you fail the tame. Here we are. I don't think I have any more sugar left. Whether or not I do, what I normally just do is jump on the horse. I play the 40%, you fail a few, you succeed a couple in a row, it all sort of balances out in the end. But we're staying out. See this bar on the right? It's counting down. If I let that count down all the way, the red bar, I will fail. You can see I'm just about to fail now. I'm going to stay inside here though, because it will be nice, but that is what it looks like when you fail. I still successfully got 3 circles that are green, but the 40% chance, obviously not as good as the 80%, and the horse kicked me off. But that's horse taming in a nutshell. Whether or not you want to use spam just the horse taming ropes like I do, or use your sugar, it's a significant difference in silver cost. But I won't lie to you, one thing to take into consideration is your time. So here, the horse ended up being here again. Fantastic. So your time spent attempting these tames is very significant. So that's a real good reason to use the sugars. Although they're extremely expensive at 10,000. So you have to spend 47,500 per attempt to tame these horses if you're maximizing the sugar. And when you fail one of those, you're going to be really pissed. That's the whole reason I don't use them. I failed way too many. I think I failed 2. I failed like 3 out of 4. And at that point, I was like, that's it. We're just spamming the ropes from here out. 2, 1, and we failed that one as well. Oh well. 2 40% fails. That's good for horse taming. Unfortunately, I do not have 2 max level horses to really show you how the exchange works in the camp, but it's very straightforward. You can't fail it. We can come here now and check out the new horse. We tamed a tier 2 horse. We have a tier 5. I have a tier 5. This is one I'm going to be showing off as best in slot. My tier 1s that I will need to level up more before I can combine them. But now let's talk actually creating your best in slot horse. Now let's take a look at the actual horse skills per tier. We're going to ignore all of tier 1 through tier 4 because they just don't matter. All you're going to do is catch tier 1 and tier 2 horses and level them up, combine them, get 2 tier 3s, boom, get 2 tier 4s, boom again, finally get your tier 5. Now looking at the bond buffs, so these are the main buff on your horse, the one that's appearing up at the top here. We have plus 17 attack, 17 defense, 3% crit chance, 150 max HP, and 15% max MP. Now, there's definitely some debate here as what the best horse bond skill is, because every aspect of defense in the game is always scaled back from attack. Your crystals give you 7, your purple crystals give you 7 attack, only 6 defense. You get 11 attack from an orange, only 10 defense. So defense is actually harder to get. So when something offers you defense at the same ratio as attack, there's a very good argument that the defense may be worth it more. But the thing that attack gives you is you kill things faster, you farm, therefore you farm faster, you get more drops. People always prioritize attack, usually in these situations. More defense, you use less pots. Melee characters definitely value defense more, as they are often having to get into the fray, especially in node wars or PvP, at times of PvP where more people are attacking you than you are attacking. And that's something that's a reality for melee characters very, very often. But anyhow, attack and defense are without a doubt the top two bond skills in here. We don't need MP, more HP. The crit chance is only 3%. That's very, very small. So 17 attack, 17 defense. Either is fantastic. Personally, I'm going to be raising a second tier 5 horse and building it with the defense skill. So I have a defensive one and an offensive one. I have that on my other character. This one I've only achieved the offensive one so far. But moving on to skills, we have charge and attack available from tier 4. It makes your horse attack as it's going through mobs. I believe, I haven't fully tested it out yet. It's not on my best in slot list anyhow. And here is absolutely without a doubt the #1 bonding skill you can have on your horse. Enhance bonding. It actually increases your bonding effect by 20%. And what that does to our bond buff is make it give you 20 attack or 20 defense instead of just 17. So this physically gets you more free CP by having enhanced bonding, the best in slot bonding skill. Next up, we have accelerate. It actually increases the running tier of your horse. So your tier 5 horse is now running like a tier 6. Although I will admit to you, I haven't done any testing to see if it actually makes your tier 5 horse faster, because theoretically, the game only has a tier 5 horse. Therefore, does your horse's running tier get increased to a tier 6? I'm not sure, but I feel like it should. It's simply a test I haven't done. If anyone has or does said test, just let me know. That'd be fantastic. But my best in slot skills are enhance bonding, accelerate, and sprint. Sprint while running is absolutely phenomenal. Sprint while running, I'll give you an example of right now. So here we are in Kazarka's Shrine. If I auto-target something really far away from myself, I'm going to mount the horse. Now watch. We'll start off at a regular speed. We start running, and there's the sprint. It makes you go so much faster. You get around incredibly. And here it comes again. Sprint. So while your horse is running, you can constantly sprint. Now that skill's activatable manually as well. You just have to actually click this when it pops up. There we go. Green. The blue one here is your increase horse's running tier, but the sprint. It makes you so much faster. So if you're ever having horse races, you know you're going to win. You gotta have the sprint skill. So that was sprint. Now that's sprint while running. Speed burst is run after jumping. Now, that would probably be my choice for a 5th skill if I had access to it. And I'll get back to which one I've chosen instead of it. Fast learner increases your growth. This is nice to roll when you're leveling up horses because it simply speeds up the process, but not something I'd want on my tier 5 horse because I'm going to max out its level anyhow. Quick stop, decelerate faster. Don't really see a good reason for it. Forward kick. We honestly, forward kick and charge and attack. We just don't need our horse to be doing damage. That's just silly. We're going to be getting off the horse and doing the damage ourselves. And here is my best in slot skill #4. It is pack horse. Horse extra LT. Extremely, extremely good. The amount of weight that your horse gets is incredible, and it really, really comes in handy when you don't want to leave a map. Especially nightmare mode. If you're in nightmare mode, whenever you start getting encumbered by having too much weight, you can load 3,100 weight onto your horse. Boom, all of a sudden you're light again, and it doubles the amount of time. Well, extends the amount of time you can be in the field farming by about 50%. It's not quite a double. Now those are all the skills. Now let's talk about how to get them on your tier 5 horse. This is my tier 5 horse here. I have the bond, plus 17 attack skill, accelerate, enhance bonding, sprint, and pack horse. And I'll show you guys what it took for me to re-roll and actually get these skills. All right, matte black it is. Confirm exchange. Here's our T5 horse. Yes! Oh my gosh. So I've done this before, so I actually know what the hard skills are to roll. So the hard skills to roll are increased bonding effect by 20%, and it's the most important skill as well. Sprint while running is a best in slot, so we got 2 out of 4. So this is not going to be too hard to re-roll into what we want. Now, for actually changing these skills, how do we do it? You go to the change skill menu. It's gonna bring you here, and you need horse bond coupons and horse skill coupons. Now, I had a few of these from, I think they gave us a handful of them for free. And although it's probably going to take you more than that to actually roll your horse, one thing you can do, and it does take a while, if you really aren't able to get the horse bond coupons or the horse skill coupons, which are in the cash shop under miscellaneous general goods. You're going to find them at the right here. Horse bond coupons are 30 pearls each. Horse skill coupons are 10 pearls each. But if you have a very limited supply of those, or you're unable to get them, you can keep rolling and combining horses together until you get a tier 5 horse that has increased bonding effect. It's really the only actual super important skill. Increased bonding effect and extra LT, I would say, are the top 2. Sprint while running and accelerate are just icing on the cake, you know? Like, it doesn't really matter that your horse is going to get there just a little bit slower than anyone else. It really doesn't. But having the extra weight, you can't replace that. And having the extra 3 CP from your bonding skill, that is really, really good as well. I actually just realized it shows your movement speed up here at the top. So if any of you have a tier 5 horse that doesn't have accelerate, I'd be really interested to see what it says about your movement speed up here. Does it say 122.25, or is it lower because it's not increasing that running tier yet? Let me know in the comments down below if you know the answer to that question. But that's it. Horse bond coupon, horse skill coupon. They come from the cash shop, miscellaneous, general goods. Here they are. That's what you'll need in order to actually re-roll them into best in slot. But let's take a look at just how hard it was for me to pull it off. All right, so change skill. We have 2 horse bond coupons. We're hoping for AP here. 150 max HP, unfortunate. 15% max, so we're out of those. We'll have to pick up a few more. We have sprint, we have increased growth. We're rolling for increased running tier. Accelerate, that's what I wanted. Forward kick. Pack horse. Woo! Hoo, hoo, hoo. The skills, we went 1 for 1. Change skill, change the horse bond. There it is. This is my perfect best in slot tier 5 horse. And this thing is beautiful. 17 attack, increased running tier, increased bonding effect by 20%, meaning this gives me 20 attack instead of 17. Sprint while running, and extra inventory space. And we re-rolled that so easy, it was crazy. Go ahead and throw on the barding. Cravats, not my favorite barding, but, you know, it's good enough. And now, inventory-wise, this guy's got 3,000. You can see it if I move myself again. 3,100 inventory weight in the horse. 8 slots to put things in. And will be giving me 20 attack while I'm running around, and no horse is faster. It's the fastest horse you can get your hands on now. Thanks a lot for checking out this video. I hope you've learned everything you need to know about horses and focus a little more on the content. Never let that horse up there beat level 10. Don't waste the experience. Always, always, always have a fresh horse leveling up. It levels up from monster kills anywhere in the map, and also from boss rushes. Boss rushes are a crazy good source of horse experience. So make sure you have nice fresh horses in there for your boss rushes. You can get 20, don't ignore it, 20 free AP or DP just by having a properly leveled up horse. That's going to do it for today though. As always, you can catch me live at twitch.tv/MaskScarin, and also come join our Discord, discord.gg/MaskTV. We have an amazing Black Desert mobile community in there, always helping each other out, hanging out in voice chat, pushing boss rushes, just talking, having a great time. You should come join it, introduce yourself, say hi. I'm always in there answering any questions you have about the game as well. That's it for today though. Until next time, smash that subscribe button and stay classy.